Hello and welcome. So this is gonna be that was Hungarian. This is gonna be a VR to Zane from Tarot, Toke and Witchery. I've seen I've seen his video already, but I've became aware of the hashtag. Yeah, I made notes. Recent 5 top 3 tarot because I watched Jack's video, Tarot Tales. And I thought that since I just acquired a few new decks, it would be fun to, not just show them, but, have an excuse to play around with my new decks. I have a little bit of a glare going. I don't, on this part of the screen, I don't know why. I tried to fix it, but we have a lovely foggy autumn day, so I'm just happy for any sunlight, to be honest. Okay, so as per usual, I will try to make this short, but it's gonna be long because, well, by now you should expect that from me. So the last deck that came in was the Shadowland Tarot, which I already filmed. Already filmed a walkthrough, but I haven't uploaded it. It's scheduled to go up in November. So if you're curious about my opinion about the deck in more detail, then please subscribe, like this video, and then come back and watch that. What I did with that with this deck was pretty much complain a lot about the gold gilding. So I already went ahead and started to file it away, and I started to edge it black because I think this deck, I was thinking about edging it this yellow when I was doing the walkthrough, but then I was like, nah, needs to be black. So by the time I'm gonna be using this in readings, it's already gonna be edged in black. But we're not here for that. Where is my was like, where is the 3 cards? Sorry about this. I guess I'm just still a bit nervous when I hit the record button and my throat is like, ah! So it was very hard to choose, actually very hard to choose 3 cards from the deck, but one of them is Death. It's because like this figure is in a shell over there, and it symbolizes one cycle ending and something new beginning. But when this cycle ends, you need to get out of that safe protective shell, not shelf. No, that's a closet, that's different. It's scary and it's a big change, so I think this card represents that very well. And I kind of like the way that it's protected, this tiny figure is protected by that, in a way, my opinion. The other one is Strength, because this can be read as well in a million ways, finding your inner strength. But which one is the strength? The physical aspect, the big ugly ogre, or the tiny girl who's capable of kindness? And so, which one is more stronger? I don't know what's with me and with these videos these days. I am absolutely sorry about this. So yeah, I'm not gonna edit the video. It's just, if I start editing my videos, I'm never gonna upload anything. So I like that a lot. And the third one was the Ten of Wands, because I think especially these days, we tend to do that a lot. Like when we need only to, carry home an apple, we carry home the whole tree, because we take on other people's drama and burden, and we think that we need to carry everything alone, and it's not true. But it can be also, you know, looked at it as responsibilities, that yes, you need to carry home the whole tree because you need to use the wood to heat your home, and that apple is an added bonus. So because this card has that double meaning for me at least. And everyone is started to renovate outside, so I'm really sorry about that. I'm assuming you can hear some part of it. So that was the first deck. The one before that was my gift deck from Elle from Tarot Tales, the Darkwood Tarot, which is gonna be up also in November on my channel, the walkthrough. And it was hard to choose three because I am not that familiar with the deck yet. So I went with the Devil and the Glare. Can you see the face? No, I don't think you can see, but if you have the deck, or just look up the images, I like the way the Devil actually looks, because he's like, okay, you found me, you came to me, and I'm ready if you want to chain yourself here. And because this figure is like, oh, I'm gonna come here and, you know, kick the devil's ass and triumph. But the devil, you know, he wasn't born today, so he has a lot of tricks in his bag and he's ready. So I like that a lot. I also like the Eight of Swords because it's a more serious Eight of Swords. Why do I feel like it's not focusing? Because the girl has a noose around her neck, so it's not just, you know, feathers and all that easy, so to speak, representation of the thoughts that keep us in place. I love our dogs. But, you know, it's something more serious, and even though the noose is loose, she needs to get rid of the blindfold first, you know, to see where she is actually and where to step, so she wouldn't fall down. So this symbolizes how close the solution is to us to solve whatever we're struggling mentally with, but how hard it actually can be to do that. It's very much, I kind of think about that card as depression more than the Ten of Swords. And the other one is the Two of Swords, because I like that these shadowy figures are not in the water, you know, in the reflection. And the water can be, you know, emotional, your guidance, your inner world. And these are the outside influences that can, you know, stop you from making that decision you need to make. So I like that a lot. Before this deck, I bought my lovely Spacious Tarot, which still lives in the box because I'm lazy and I haven't made any bags for it. It was also not that easy to choose, but at the same time easy, because I have a few cards that jumped at me when I was first starting to use the deck. I haven't had time to play around with it a lot either, but more than with the other two, because I haven't used those in readings yet, but I'm going to use, I think, both of them in the weekly reading tomorrow. So the first one is the Hermit, because it's so simple. That lamp, what the hell is with my voice? That lamp is either yours or the lamp you need to find. It's the tiny lamp in the big, scary, no, not necessarily scary, but dark forest, the knowledge that can, you know, lead the way, which is great. The Ten of Swords, because it represents the seriousness of the card, because it's already a stump, this tree, but yet still someone wants to destroy that leftover part as well. And I absolutely just love this one, the Two of Pentacles, for the colors and the aesthetic. It has more, of course, because I don't know if you can see this, but on these there are birds and hummingbirds and new leaves and stuff. So it just symbolizes that this is not something dead. It's something alive that keeps changing, like how life is, with the infinity symbol. So yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. I was thinking about picking a different card, but then I was like, I need that. And before that one, I bought the Smith-Waite Tarot Centennial. I have not done a walkthrough on this deck, and I'm gonna tell you why, because I'm not that drawn to the artwork. I'm sorry. If this would be the only available deck, then this would be the edition that I would get because of the colors, the color scheme. But I just like decks like the Shadowland Tarot and the Spacious Tarot so much more, and those are the ones that open me up, so to speak, when I'm doing readings. But still, it was in the last recent 5, so I like the 8 of Wands because it's so simple. I don't know why, but the simplicity of this one, I appreciate it. The 4 of Pentacles, because of the face, and you're not gonna be able to see. Can you see? Or it's just not focusing. Don't focus on me or the background. Come on now, phone. No, whatever. But this is the deck that probably everybody has. But I like the face of this little guy, because he doesn't look greedy. He just looks contemplating. That's the word. You know, he's just sitting there being like, yeah, I have some stuff. I'm not in a hurry to spend it or use it up, but I can if I want to, because if I see something that's interesting. I need to learn this energy more. And the last one from this deck is the 7 of Cups, because I just noticed that this is a figure under a sheet, like a little ghost. I have not seen that one. I like I said, I'm not too drawn to the artwork, and I know that there will be people who will be gasping at this. But yeah, and I bought this because I felt like I have to have at least one deck, because, you know, and to study the images. I haven't done any studying with it, so far that's not working. But I like the little ghost, which I'm sure it's not a ghost and it's some higher stuff, or I don't know, surprise. But I like it. And the last one, which now lives in this bag that I got from my family for my name day. I mean, I got a set of fairy lights, and it was in this bag. Can't talk. And I mean, they didn't. I don't think they gave me this bag to, you know, put any tarot bags in it. And I make, I don't know if you can see these. I make different kind of decks for these, and I was waiting for something with sugar skulls to get fabric, but fabric import and export is as slowed down as everything else. So when I saw this little bag, I was like, this kind of still suits the deck. And I'm not trying to be mysterious or anything. I'm talking about the Santa Murte tarot. So that now lives in this deck, and I think it's perfect. And this one's the one that I use the most in readings and weekly, in the weekly rotation on my Instagram. So it was a bit more easy to choose, because this was obviously Two of Cups, my favorite, all-time favorite Two of Cups, I think. I don't think that, I haven't seen anything that came this close to not representing the feeling, because that's not something I'm familiar with. But more on that later in my next November video. But I don't know, it's just something with the skeletons and the cups as their heads. I don't know, I can't explain it, it just absolutely gets me. And the other one was the Tower, because this reminds me of those books that I really like, that you can get lost in the details, because you can turn this card around and look at it. It's a bit glary from all the directions, and you will see something new. And the Tower moment can do that to you, you know, shake everything up and force you to just, you know, reevaluate where your life is. And then you have that moment when you have no idea where the up and down sides, whatever direction is, when the Tower hits. So I think that's perfect. And the Hanged Man, because I just like the fact that it's hanging himself constantly. So yeah, it is its own choice, but it's also something that helps him, because, you know, if he wouldn't hang himself, then he didn't see. So sometimes we need to put ourselves in those situations to realize, to see something, that something is not going on the way it should be, I think. Or at least that's what I keep telling myself. And yeah, I mean, I got the Spiritual as Fuck deck, this yellow thing here, as well recently, but the hashtag said tarot, so had to go back to check. Good thing I made an Excel sheet where I can, you know, track my arrival date for decks, so I didn't have to think too much about the fifth one, because I was aware of the 4 ones, but I didn't remember if this was the one, the fifth, or the Zombie Tarot. And I think I'm gonna finish because the dog is started to bark, so someone is coming. And yeah, thank you so much, Zane, for this hashtag, because I like connecting to people, and I think VRs are so much fun to do and so much fun to watch other people's interpretation of the same decks, because I know that Jax has quite a few from mine. So yeah, please, if you like this video, give it a like. It helps me, you know, it shows me that you watched it and you liked what you saw. Not my face, because Jesus, it's early. Not early, but yeah, I'm getting old. I'm just I'm in a mood, I guess. But you know, the decks, and you know what I'm trying to do with this channel. And please subscribe, also big help. And yeah, stick around, because in November I'm gonna have a shadow month with more serious reading, but currently I'm still doing the Fun with Tarot month. I have picker cards where you can find out what type of zombie or zombie hunter you would be. And the last one from that series is gonna go up tomorrow, which is Sunday, I think, and where you can find out who is your eternal love. And those readings, which were meant to be fun love readings, actually kind of tried to turn into very serious love readings, so that was an interesting experience. But yeah, thank you so much once again, and I'm gonna check all the other hashtags. Have a lovely day if you can. Please take a rest and take care of yourself. Bye.